Go ahead. Hey, and welcome to Feel Good Friday, the second installment of Feel Good Friday, week 2 of work from home for the Forever Ready staff. And this week, I challenged the entire team to do something with their time at home that may have involved getting out and enjoying springtime around them. But before I talk about that and roll those things, I just wanted to say, hey, I hope y'all are doing well, or at least trying to do well. I know that I've turned off a lot of the news. I check in maybe once a day to try and get a sense of where we're at with number of cases and how it's being managed in our area, in our nation, and worldwide. But it's getting a little overwhelming. That's why I had to sort of set a limit for myself. And I've been trying to focus on the positive. And there are so many things have happened this week that have been positive. Whether it's folks helping their neighbors, finding ways to socially distance and still for instance, say happy birthday. My sister's 30th birthday was this week. What a heck of a way to remember your 30th birthday. So she's self-quarantining for 14 days, as are most people who've been interacting with various groups. And so we decided to, thank goodness, to Muddy's. We got her some Muddy's cupcakes. Muddy's has a drive-up service. You can call in your order and pick it up. We went down to where she lives, stood on the sidewalk, rolled down the windows, pulled out a sign, sang her happy birthday. The whole family was there, but we were at a distance in our cars or by our cars. And it was really sweet. We got to celebrate her birthday. I've also seen a local Memphis photographer going around and taking pictures of people inside their homes. He's outside their homes, calling it the Quarantine Project. And there's a ton of good happening to support our local restaurants. You know, all small businesses right now are just cringing. Some of them have closed down completely because of the stay-at-home order put on by our mayor. Some folks are still operating, but on a drive-through curbside service basis for the Forever Ready team. We're all working from home, editing remotely, producing live videos like this remotely. But what we're seeing is that we actually have a lot more in common than we do different, which has been really fun to see. I've seen more of my neighbors walk around the neighborhood than I ever have in the time that I've lived in this community. And I myself have done more laps and more walks around my own neighborhood, noticing things that I've never noticed before. So there are some advantages to this time, as scary and unpredictable as it seems. So how about the stuff that I challenged my team to do? Well, I got to be honest with you. We've been working on a couple of things this week, and so everybody was challenged to do something. And just before this live stream, we figured out that one of those things does not work, so that's my fault. But I'm going to start with something that we did for Leah Beth. And Leah Beth is a plant connoisseur, I suppose. I don't know if that's the right term, but she loves plants. In fact, all of our office plants had to be divvied up between people who was most likely to be able to keep them alive. It was not me. So Leah Beth decided to take advantage of the springtime, the fact that it's finally spring, and she did this challenge, and I want you to take a look. I think we discovered Leah Beth's got a hidden talent of some kind. Maybe we should do that challenge every week. And I just want to let you know I'm following along on my phone. This is live right now. We're using our live switcher to do this so that we can roll videos that we've done. I can interact with you. In fact, right now I can see that Reed Long is watching. Hey, Reed. Leah Beth, of course, just watched her own piece. Mary Reedy from Iowa, my sister-in-law. We've got Lauren. Oh my gosh. Hi, Lauren. Who knew? Not me. My friend Lauren from middle school. And a lot of folks are tuning in. So it's live. Feel free to leave comments. I'll give you a shout out. Leah Beth put that together all by herself. I was really impressed. Leah Beth is our Director of Client Experience. So she's not hands-on when it comes to cameras, but she's certainly very, very creative and was able to put that together. There seems to be some sort of competition happening with this next piece, though, because Brody Kuhar, our client, or our creative director, rather, has had a lot of time at home, as we all have. And so he and his fiance have started gardening. They put together a garden long before this started, but they've really been doing it the last couple of weeks. And so Brody put together this video. I suppose just what it shows me is the power of the sun, like how much the sun can influence even a day in the life of a plant. So take a look. Let's see, I saw some parsley and some basil and some oregano in there. Leah Beth says, Brody, I'm making notes to be sure we get snacks from all these crops and herbs when we're back in the office. That sounds incredible. The video you see behind me right now on the screen is the video that I was going to play next. It was made by Jack Sarcone, who is a videographer and graphics producer, and he did it in collaboration while maintaining social distance from his neighbors and co-workers, Allison Wong and Charlie Grant. However, because I didn't take enough time to plan this, Jack shot it sort of like it was an old film. It's a really cute piece called Springtime, and it's just about the spring weather and swinging on a swing set, but it would Are you looking for a battery? See, this is all live, y'all. This is what we're doing. Stand by. Look at this. I got a live battery right here. We're still great. I'm seeing it all on the feed. I have been working this week with a friend who used to work in news. Her name is Jamie Gray. And Jamie and I are, I guess, well, Jamie's not what I would call an amateur musician, but I am most certainly an amateur musician. I am a drummer, but I haven't drummed in years. Like seriously, probably 7 or 8 years since I sat down on a drum set and like played organized music with a band. And so every once in a while I've been known to get behind a drum set. I have one in the closet here at the house that I play every once in a while. So Jamie contacted me, I want to say sometime last week, and she said, Lauren, back in our TV days when we were doing television, we played a lot. And I think it'd be really fun while everybody's quarantined to do some kind of project where everybody plays an instrument or sings the song, whatever song we choose. So Jamie chose the song Let It Be by the Beatles, which has been stuck in my head all week. And what we did is we just put a call out to people we knew on Facebook. I know a lot of musicians, and I know a lot of musicians who've been scrambling and been working really hard to keep their businesses afloat by doing their own work. So this is made up of mostly amateur musicians, those of us who are bored at home and quarantined. And what we've done is I edited last night, and this is, I would say, what would you say, Scott? This is like a rough cut. It's like I'm going to finish it tonight, but I just couldn't help but not share it with the world. So you'll hear and see me and my mediocre drum track. There are 2 or 3 professional musicians that lead this. When I say that, I mean the piano, some guitar, some singing, all the folks who contributed to the regular beat throughout the whole song. And then you hear some kids and some friends from all over the country who decided to contribute to this. And I don't even know a lot of them, actually. They're kind of all strangers. So I want you to take a look at that, and then we'll come right back.
In my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom. Let it be. 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 Whisper words of wisdom. Let it be. When the night is cloudy, there is still a light that shines on me. Shine on till tomorrow, let it be. When the may be parted, there is still a chance that they will see. There will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be.
Let it be, let it be, let it be, and let it be.
Whisper words of wisdom, let it be.
People living in the world agree there will be an answer. Let it be. Oh, let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be.
Good enough.
Wasn't that fun? I literally just finished that at like 1:28. So I have some work to do. There's some things I got to go back and fix because I saw them in the live. But I have this mentality that done is better than perfect in many cases, especially in times like right now. It's about getting it out, making people smile. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Hopefully it made you smile. My favorite part about it is that there's so many people from all across the country. I don't know half of the people in that video, but we all came together and sang our own version or rendition of the song. And the message in the song is pretty accurate for where we are right now. The best thing we can do is stay home. That's the best way we can help each other. Of course, we can use mediums like this, platforms like this, to raise each other up, to encourage each other and spread good in the world. But while doing that, maintaining distance and doing our best not to go out. Except, of course, for the things you need, like groceries or doctor visits, or if you do get sick. Or in the case of me helping my family, delivering food or taking a birthday treat to my sister, but avoiding large crowds and doing our best to stay out of, or to stay in instead of out, I think is the best way we get through this. And we just let it be. And hope you have a dance party in your kitchen. We've had a lot of those. Speaking of Scott is over here. I told him, you got to see his quarantine beard. What would you call that? Corn beard? Anyway. Scott's been directing behind the camera for these last 2 weeks, helping me figure out how to do this very last minute. I'm going to keep doing it. I'm taking submissions. Comment below. It's so great to see all the people watching live and know that hopefully we've provided a bright spot for you. We also had technical difficulties. Turns out you got to charge your batteries even when you're working from home. So that's why you saw me for a second and you lost the screen. But we're spreading joy however we can, and I challenge you to do the same this week and share whatever beauty you see in the world as you stay home for the sake of everyone you love. We'll see you next Friday for Feel Good Friday.